The chart you see before you is a scheduling post. It lets you know when you're going to get the most traffic on your post. For instance, Facebook, they say that Facebook you should post daily and at a certain time, such as 11 o'clock in the morning or in the evening. That is when you're going to get the most traffic.
I'm here to give a church announcement about our first annual fellowship event. Are you ready for it? Don't fool me now. Are you ready for it? All right. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. Asher 30907, Judah 30901, Simeon 30904, Reuben 30906, Ephraim 30909, Benjamin 30815, Gad 30813, and Dan, South Carolina. We are inviting everyone to come out on December the 3rd, 2022 from noon to 4 p.m. to Deck the Grove. Did I say Deck the Hall? Did I say Deck the Hall? No, I said Deck the what? Deck the what? Deck the Grove. Yeah, this is our first annual fellowship event to not only decorate the church, but also create wonderful memories with each other. We are asking each tribe to contribute the listed items, which are Asher, gallon of tea, gallon of lemonade, Judah, hot cocoa, marshmallow, Simeon, small bottles of water, Sprite, Reuben, fruit trays, Ephraim, cheesecake bites, brownies, Benjamin, apples, blueberries, Gad, graham crackers, peppermint spoons, chocolate spoons, whipped cream, Dan, cookies, juice. These listed items should be contributed no later than November the 28th. November the what? 28th. So don't say that and tell you. No later than November the what? 28th. November the 28th, 20.
Describe the client and designer relationship. How do they work together?
Okay. So I feel like our relationship was interesting in the beginning. Getting to know each other, learning each other's working styles, being comfortable with not only giving feedback but receiving feedback. But I think we worked really well together. You were very accommodating. You were very punctual, and you even when you didn't understand something, you asked really great probing questions to ensure that you understood what needed to be done. So I think our relationship was great. What about you?
I believe it was because initially when it began, I was nervous because it was something new. It was a new experience for me, and working with someone one on one, it once again was nerve wracking because it was like in your face critiquing. Like it wasn't going to be a delay. It wasn't going to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to get the response back. So it was nerve wracking at first, but I initially got eased into it. Perfect. So it's good. So how does this work?
The internship itself, I felt like it was easy. I feel like it required a certain level of flexibility when it came to our scheduling, because you're a full-time student and you also substitute teach, and you have a whole bunch of other things, as do I. So just trying to figure out the scheduling part was a little difficult, but it worked because we stayed in constant communication via text, via email, coming in person on campus. So that's pretty much how we were able to make it work on my end. How did you make it work with balance and everything?
I created a journal as well as a planner to keep up with the daily task. Not only did what I do in reflections for the class, but also was reflecting for myself. So in the future, as I'm going on job interviews, I can look back and see, okay, what worked, what did not work in my journal. As well as with my planner, I'm not always good with keeping up with things. So by having a planner, it was able to help me with flexibility.
Okay. What would you say you've learned from this internship experience from me?
I learned how to make have good communication with others, as well as having eye contact, because I wasn't always great with eye contact when I talk with someone. I'm always I would look at you for about 5 or 10 seconds and then look away. So I learned to have good eye contact, better communication skills, because sometimes I'm very choppy with what I'm saying, and some people be like, what did you just talk about? So communication skills, flexibility is also something that I've learned, because sometimes you can plan out a lot of things and it doesn't go the way that you see fit, and that's also coming into with teaching as well. You can plan, have a lesson plan, but then when you get there, you see the kids are not engaged with what you're talking about, so you have to change your whole lesson plan in a blink of an eye.
Makes sense. The last question is, what are you taking away from working with me or working with Beulah Grove as your client? What are you taking away from this experience?
I'm learning the takeaway is STAR is what you have taught me. STAR is the situation, the task, action, and results.
Okay.
It's good to have this in your head, especially for interviews or even doing the task at hand, because it also keeps you organized, organizing your thoughts.
Okay.
So that is something that I am taking away. And also what I'm taking away is keeping a positive attitude. Keeping a positive attitude, no matter what is thrown at you. It may be a lot, but you know that the task is gonna get done because you're staying motivated as well as organized.
Okay. Well, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much.